It's recording?
Mm-hmm.
Good evening and welcome to another episode of The Commissioner's Corner. Tonight's episode is brought to you by Green Up Sports Drink and the Poop-O-Matic 3001. Why do they call it taking a dump? Isn't it more like leaving one? Good evening and welcome to The Commissioner's Corner. First off, before we get into the whole playoffs, I got something I got to talk about. It's been about 72 hours since the Giants-Packers game on Sunday, and I'm still pissed, okay? If some idiot from the New York Post can see that Ballard's knee is in, then why can't we get a damn replay that shows it, okay? Absolutely ridiculous. Alright, with that said, let's get right into our highly contested playoff battle here, alright? Let's zoom in over here, take a look at the brackets on the top, alright? We got our number 1 seed keeping up with the Joneses, and our number 2 seed Shane Flacco right here and here. These two guys got the first round byes, so they're sitting pretty right now, waiting their winners. Remember, we do reseed as we move on to the next round and rounds, alright? Over here we have the 3 versus 5 Kiss the Baby making their first playoff appearance in 3-year history of the Cobra Dojo against Diddy making his second playoff appearance. Alright, that'll be one first round matchup, and then probably the most intriguing matchup of the playoffs in recent time. We've got Wild Card Bitches and the Aryan Nation, formerly known as Luke Scholars. For you guys who aren't aware, they're the only 2 teams in the league's history that have made the playoffs all 3 years. And it's very interesting because going back to the first year of the league, Wildcard Bitches had the number 1 seed going into the playoffs and was upset in the semifinals by the Aryan Nation. Last year, the Aryan Nation had the number 1 seed and then was upset in the semifinals by the Wildcard Bitches. So this year is the rubber match, ladies and gentlemen. A first round matchup of epic proportions. I can't wait to watch this, even though there's actually nothing to watch. It's just watching numbers go up and down. Anyway, moving on from that. Speaking of the Aryan Nation, we're going to go upstairs and talk with owner of the Aryan Nation, Lucas Frio. Keep the camera rolling, let's go.
This is so exciting.
Say hi to Frank. Hi, Frank. Alright, 2 quick things. Come in here. Take the glasses off. Let's get a zoom in here. We got a good shot? Alright. This is quarterback Jesse Minero of Croton Harmon High School. Took his team to the New York State High School Championship this year. Who does he look more like? Me or Luke Perito, owner of the Aryan Nation? This may be the gayest thing I've ever done. Alright, you guys get to decide. We're going to put a poll up, and we'll have a decision by the end of the week, hopefully, alright? Freaked me out when I saw this, by the way. Now that we got you here, how do you feel about the epic matchup with you and Wildcard Bitches? You know, we were just telling everyone downstairs that how you guys have knocked each other out the last 2 years.
Hold on. I gotta take my retainer out. I'm gonna talk.
How old are you, 2?
Get the fucking shit out of my face. Yeah, fuck you, Kevin.
Strong words from a feisty young man.
Strong, bewildering words. But the heart of a champion. First year's champion. We done?
I think so, yeah.
Anything else to add?
No.
Alright. Dynamite interview. Alright, let's go back downstairs. Say bye to Frank.
Oh, the music's still playing.
Yeah. Alright. Now, let's get back in here. Let's look at the first year of the Sacascarano playoff tournament, okay? This for guys who have not been around. Let's rephrase that. Last year and the year before, we didn't actually have a tournament for the last place team. But this year I decided to get a little creative. Took me about 15 minutes of tinkering, but did it backwards. The team with the worst point total, or worst record rather, gets the #1 seed. That's me, your commissioner, Primerica Industries, #1 seed as the worst team. Then, forgetting Brandon Marshall with the second worst seed. Or the #2 seed, the second worst team. Viva, Ron Mexico, last year's runner-up. Off year this year. Gets the 3 seed in the loser bracket. Against Team Fizz, who just missed out. A heroic battle, by the way, with 18 guys, I think, on IR. Major players. That's not what I want. Okay. Anyway. Losing Jamal Charles. Losing someone else and someone else. Kenny Britt and someone else. Nearly missed the playoffs. And then we got over here last year's reigning Sakis Carano Trophy winner Scott Stotts against the He-Man Woman haters. Alright, the way this works is if you win one game in this bracket, you are knocked out of it. You advance by continuing to lose. Okay, so the loser of this will play the loser of this, and so on until we get to a champion, and then we get to award this phenomenal trophy. What was a first place 1997 baseball trophy converted into a last place trophy. You see here, if you can get in here, we took the bat off, attached it over here. It's black now for some reason, not really sure why. Took the numbers, the 2 9s from the 9 and the 7, or from 97 over here. Glued it on top to make 69. I don't know why it's funny, but it is. As you can see, this thing isn't exactly in the best of shape. You know, kind of looks like it'll fall apart. If I shook it anymore, it kind of spins around for some reason. I don't know what the hell you did to it, Matt, in the off season, but you know, it was well earned last year. You got a chance to win this for a second year in a row.
I know.
Yeah.
Very exciting.
Yeah. Well, good luck with that.
Thanks.
I guess no good luck with that, right? Is that how we want it?
Good one.
All right. Well, oops. That's going to do it for the Commissioner's Corner. We'll have another edition next week for the semifinals and then a final edition for the championship round of the Commissioner's Corner. Good luck this week. Remember, set your lineups, everyone, even if you're not in the championship up here, even if you're down here, because point total does count. Some of these teams down here are still in the top half of the point totals. They're still battling out, and you got the weekly point total as well up through week 15. This is Commissioner signing off.